couple of months for you, but a joyous couple of months still at the same time. I know Carl sat down with you, your husband, your doctor, to kind of just talk about what's going on.
Yeah, so I think he put together a rather interesting and long piece. We'll say that for sure. He did such a good job just trying to document the past 7 to 8 months. So take a look.
Standby T-sound.
This is Fox 6 Wake Up News.
Welcome back to Fox 6 Wake Up News, everybody.
Every morning on Fox 6.
Standby traffic.
You, the viewers, welcome us into your homes.
Can we get a mic check, please?
Today, Wake Up anchor Suzanne Spencer is flipping the script.
This feels incredibly weird. Do you know where to look?
Taking you into hers. She's more comfortable covering a story than being the subject of one.
You get a smile?
But the new mom took a break from baby Jane to tell her own story. It's a journey of pain and perseverance, of hope and healing.
We've had so many positives, even though it's been somewhat of a tumultuous time.
In August, Suzanne shared the best kind of news.
So excited to share with you guys and all of you, I am expecting.
What she didn't add is what was happening behind the scenes.
I was starting to have headaches, and they just wouldn't go away for a period of time.
The pregnancy only complicated things.
It's really hard to find remedies when you're pregnant for head pain.
For Suzanne and her medical team, anything headache-related is a concern.
I had a tumor removed from my head back in 2021.
The optic nerves.
Doctors Fallon Schlemer and Amritha Vipala are neurospecialists at Fredert Hospital.
You can kind of see the size.
They know Suzanne's brain better than the back of their hands.
That tumor that Suzanne had in the past is in a very high real estate area in the brain. And when I say high real estate area, it's in a place with a lot of nerves.
But her history didn't necessarily explain the headaches. So as doctors monitored things, Suzanne continued on.
We're recording, man.
Until one morning in mid-September.
We had a great day at work. We shot some really fun footage with the team, and it was just the next morning I was experiencing these crazy headaches.
Whenever we see that, we want to rule out acute emergencies like stroke or aneurysm, so pretty serious life-threatening things.
Thankfully, brain scans showed those were not the issue. But now there was another concern.
It was about a week after I went into the hospital for the first time. My right eyelid shut for the first time. It's called ptosis.
Suzanne, a regular presence on social media, went largely silent. She saw and appreciated all the messages. She just didn't have any answers.
There were no case studies. What I was experiencing was so unique that, like, the medical literature, there was none.
We like to think that every headache, every medical diagnosis reads the textbook, but it's not always clear.
From there, Suzanne and her husband Paul rode a wave of unpredictable ebbs and flows.
There were many days in September and October in particular that were pretty dark days. I was in bed, I was throwing up from the head pain. It was a really hard time.
Not being able to help you was the hardest part, and just knowing that it was, I don't know, we're just surviving each day.
Amid the fog, they held on to rare moments of light.
Both showers, like, my eye was open, I didn't have a headache, and that was huge. I have those, like, incredible moments to look back on.
A date night here, a Bucks game there.
I would post, like, the positive moments, right? I would post about the baby shower. What I wouldn't post is, like, 2 days later when I'm in bed, sick, head pain, with so many questions.
For a couple who got engaged at the Grand Canyon, their world became quite small.
Like, a trip down the block was vacation for us. Like, just to get out of the house was huge.
What never changed, though, was Suzanne's approach to all of it.
She is an incredibly determined, smart, brave individual.
Not once did she complain about it. She was like, okay, it just this is what I have to do to figure out what's going on and to get better.
Come on. Being negative or feeling like, you know, poor me was just not an option for me. I'm still learning what this whole experience means to me and to us and to our family in the future, you know. But I think, like, just going at it with the right mindset has been life-changing.
At the end of November, a brief return to work was quickly taken away when her eye closed a fourth time.
You're out of answers. You have no options left, where, like, you can't be in a 10 out of 10 pain situation every day where you're miserable for 2 months until your due date.
They went so far as to schedule brain surgery. at 35 weeks pregnant.
And then 2 days later, back to the drawing board because my eye was open.
Surgery was canceled. And then, a few weeks later, a very different surprise.
My water actually broke outside of Freighter, so I'm like getting ready to walk in the ER, and I'm thinking, this sounds like a news story.
Jane Palmer was born 2.5 weeks early, happy and healthy.
Could everything that I was experiencing, could it stop when I gave birth? And we learned that that wasn't the case.
2 days later, her eye closed for a 5th time. And 2 weeks after that, she was back at the clinic with her doctor.
She lifted my eyelid, and that's really when everything went into motion pretty quickly.
Her eye was essentially frozen. This time, surgery was unavoidable.
It was pretty scary. Like, just because I've done the surgery before doesn't mean it's any less intimidating. I trusted my team that was doing it with my life, right?
The surgeon removed an infection from the same part of her brain as the original tumor. And then they waited.
I'm not a very patient person. I'm learning to be.
Her eye finally started to open 3 weeks later.
So much of this has just been, you have to wait, you have to give it time.
There are no guarantees, but Suzanne and her team are optimistic that, with time, the worst is behind them.
You can do it.
And one thing is clear. She sees a bright future with Jane.
The icing on the cake, right, is to see that baby Jane is beautiful and healthy and thriving.
You gonna smile?
Her mom overcame so much just to bring her into this world, and I'm so proud of her.
What really matters is that, I'm here and I can take care of my daughter, and she got here healthy, and what more could we ask for? Oh, goodness gracious. When you put it like that. That's such a good job. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to be back with you all. You all have been so supportive.
I know. I'm the one over here like I need tissues. I need a minute. That just goes to show how strong Suzanne is. We're the ones over here like weeping. And throughout this all, you have just been a pillar of strength and just hope. We admire you. Oh, I don't want to cry.
This is not, last year too, we found this with you, is that you were just so resilient. And it's inspiring, I think, not only to all of us who have the opportunity to see you and work with you every day, but also for our viewers.
Thank you so much. You guys have been so supportive. My rocks, many of you came to visit and just held my hand through all of this. And I'm so grateful for you all, and also the support of the viewers for your constant support. So glad to be back for good this time.
Yeah.
So
the courage of sharing your story too.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Welcome back.
So good to see you guys.